An encampment of thieves have found the princess.
We were cast out. Anyway, the best work we could find was thievery.
Scythe took them, alright.
I'll join you.
Even Everest. You won't see me after we take back what's ours.
I want you to find her and bring her to me. I have something you hold very precious to you.
Abby? Fine. I'll see it done if I find this girl.
The watchmen have spotted an army coming from the west.
Jordan, neither Merrick nor Roland have made it here.
Get them up. We have a long journey back.
You must leave, Your Highness. Now.
Your eyes, they always seem so dark.
Scythe, Seymour's been spotted on the Western Valley. He'll be here within an hour.
Perfect. We'll meet him. Come.
Take the captives to the holding cells.
Report. Did you find the princess?
My lord, I'm afraid not. We were only met with peasants and farmers dressed as soldiers.
So you were beaten by peasants and farmers?
That's not what I said. It's possible the scouts were mistaken. Perhaps the princess was not there.
Or, maybe your incompetent way of fighting is matched by your ability to see.
Silence!
We brought back a few of them for questioning.
We will speak more on the matter when you finish here.
Of course, my lord.
As for now, Esme, see to the captives. I want those who seem easily persuaded to be separated from the rest.
As you wish.
I get that she's insane, deranged even, but sometimes I wonder if she's even human.
She left her humanity behind to succeed in every other area.
Then, can we really trust her?
Indeed, as long as she's useful. Finish your work here. We'll discuss more this evening. Make sure Everest joins us as well.
We're about to hit the valley soon. Let's rest for the night.
Whether we stop or not is up to the princess. And how do you know this territory so well?
Want to know my secret? A map! You should really consider using one.
We're not your thugs to order around. And if you did know more about these lands other than just the map, you should tell us what you know. Wouldn't want any surprises.
Still having a hard time trusting me.
There's little to trust in a thief like you.
Jeez, you guys bicker like an old married couple. I'm in agreement with Jack about stopping here.
Wouldn't it be better if we continued forward? To reach the nearest village as soon as possible?
Being out in the open just means we'll be exposed to more danger, Your Highness. So, we'll be setting up here for the night. Men, let's make camp.
Hold on, I just said...
It's all right, Abel. I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Very well, Your Highness. Where are you heading off to?
To pitch tents?
You're an official part of Her Highness's party. You are to ask permission to dismiss yourself.
I didn't see anyone else having to do that.
What is going on?
I was gonna help your men, but I was stopped by your hound.
I was merely trying to teach him proper protocol.
Jack can help where he feels obligated. I see no need for him to ask for permission to do so. If the roles were reversed, I would not have you do such a thing.
I will dismiss myself. Princess, I'll go scout the perimeter.
It definitely wasn't a fun experience. It took me forever to recover from that. So, moral of the story for any curious kid, don't eat green berries. Sir Abel, should we head back?
We need to make sure the surrounding areas are clear with no unexpected surprises.
Right, but how far do you plan to go?
Until I deem the area is safe.
It's just as dangerous to isolate ourselves from the group. What is this about? If I didn't know any better, I'd think you're sulking.
I don't have time to sulk, so I suppose it's a good thing you know better.
Oh, right. I, sir, never sulking, have sworn to never sulk, and never ever have my eyebrows pressed firmly together. And from here on out, laugh at every great Marawind joke. Alright, just wanted to lighten the mood.
I need a moment to think, and I can't do that with you talking my ear off.
Hey, for someone who is dead set on protocol, you are about to scout out without a partner.
I'm more than capable of doing a scouting mission on my own, and without a girl who's playing soldier.
Fine, I'll start heading back. If you don't return in 5 minutes, I'll send Jack to find you. Maybe you'll find his company more appealing.
Wouldn't you rather do this in the morning after you had your tea, Princess?
When the sun comes up, we'll be continuing our journey. I want to take advantage of the free time while we have it.
And you want to learn how to use your dagger with me, rather than your swordsmanship with your hunk of metal?
I'd prefer if you kept your tongue clean of insults while in my presence.
As you wish, I wouldn't want to displease Her Highness.
Look, Jack, I'm aware you're irritated with how things are.
You have a very effective guard dog, Highness. Effective second in command, Your Highness. Look, I didn't sign up to act like one of your doting servants. I'm not an idiot, Princess. None of you can even trust me.
He just needs time to...
And I don't need your guys' trust. I just need to be sure your knight won't stab me every time I breathe, or throw me in jail for getting mud on your dress, or accuse me of theft when the last scrap of food is gone. Though, that probably would be my fault on the last one.
I'll speak with him about it. He just doesn't quite understand you.
And he never will. I've met people like him. Well, it doesn't matter. Once I get my people back, I'll be gone. But in the meantime, let's start. Before I'm gone, you'll be the one I have to fear making angry.
What do I do?
First, you'll need proper footing.
Once it felt like.
Abel, you were gone some time. Did you find anything of interest?
No, nothing to report.
Good. I'm glad of it. I don't want surprises any more than you do.
Princess, about earlier, I didn't mean to cause a scene.
You need to be a little more understanding with Jack. He's used to leading his own people.
Then he should be able to understand the hierarchy here.
I'm a commoner now, Abel. There is no hierarchy, at least as of now.
You are disguised as a commoner. You'll always be a princess, and I your knight. Until Jack renounces being a thief, you can never trust him. Even you know he doesn't plan to do that. He's here for himself. Any reason he wants to be friends with you is to further his chances of getting back what he lost from Scythe. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
No. I cannot.
My duty is to protect and serve, Your Highness. Get some rest. We'll be getting to the next town tomorrow, Your Highness.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Perfect timing. We were just talking over some plans.
Why don't you have a look and confirm any decisions on it?
Good morning, Sir Abel.
Your Highness.
When we enter the town, I suggest we lay low. We'll leave the troop behind for now to avoid stirring up any strife or excitement before it's due.
What exactly should be our top priority?
Supplies. We don't know how long we'll be here. Best we have everything we need for the time being.
As well as for the men we leave behind.
Right, but we should first scout it out. Get a general feel for the people. See where their loyalties lie.
But how can we do that without drawing suspicion to ourselves?
We split into two groups. One group mainly for reconnaissance, another for provisions.
Her Highness and I will be on provisions duty then.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me?
How are you going to explain that you're traveling with a lady like Her Highness?
If they ask, I'll just tell them.
That you're her brother? Or her husband?
Well...
You bring a fair point.
Might I add that attire is an issue as well?
Yep, that's got to go.
What exactly is the matter with it?
It's an eyesore for one.
Implies the man who looks like a rogue.
If done right, rogues are hardly ever seen.
He has a point though.
I'll find something more fitting. No need to worry about me.
What then do you suppose?
You and I will stick together. We'll be the ones scouting and eventually looking for our own garbs. Her Highness will stay with Miss Weatherwood. I'm sure she's capable enough to keep eyes on the princess. Does that please you enough?
I find it highly agreeable.
Delightful. Then we have our plans. You both will go ahead so we don't look like we're in a group.
But we won't be too far behind.
It's about time we went out together. And no, Sir Abel, not for fun, but for practicality. And a little fun. But autumn is upon us now, and Her Highness must have some warmer clothes.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Sure you were.
He probably would have.
Right. You both should go grab your belongings. Sir Abel and I will do the same, and we'll head out by the next hour.
You know, Chrissy, I didn't realize how long your hair has gotten.
It has become rather wild, hasn't it?
So, what shall we start our day with?
Our assignment was to get provisions, correct? Then I suggest we start at the market.
Indeed, but, I mean, we'll do a little shopping of our own.
You're referring to clothing?
Of course I'm referring to clothing.
That is something that didn't go too well for me last time.
Oh, right. From what I've heard, you were abducted. Had Iris scared out of her mind. You must have been terrified.
Oh, I was. For all I knew, my efforts of keeping away from Scythe had been for nothing. But thankfully, that was not the case.
Thankfully, indeed.
And I was entirely surprised to meet Lord Jordan and Sir Abel there. They rescued me, you know.
So, what about you and Sir Abel? You both seem pretty close.
I've known him since I was a child, so naturally, yes.
Naturally? I've known people since I was a kid, and I despise them.
It's been a little complicated.
Has he always been so serious?
You could say that.
Oh, okay. I just thought he hated my guts.
Why would you think that?
Since the day I met him. Well, not the day I clocked him. But, I digress. He kept giving me these side glances and just seems overall displeased or untrusting. But I did notice he did the same with Jack.
I see.
I just didn't know if I did something wrong. So, is there a way I can get him to like me more?
No, you've been nothing but helpful and kind. I still have a hard time completely understanding Abel myself.
If that's the case, then I don't feel so bad. I'll just kick his butt in a sparring match to show him. Now, let's get back to focusing on Your Highness.
Scythe. How good for you to join me. The peasants were completely useless, but there are those who seem a bit more on a spirited side.
Then let's waste no more time.
Look, they're already kneeling for you.
Is His Majesty mute? Or does he give his orders through glances?
Merrick!
You will tell me what you know of the princess's whereabouts, as well as her plans.
Do you really think we know? It would be foolish for a small village such as ours to relate with the former princess. Surely you can see that.
What our scouts saw was the princess and a small company entering Creator's Edge. Will you deny that as well?
Many people travel through Creator's Edge.
Shall I dispose of this lying filth?
Do you really expect us to believe that? If you wish to keep your life, you'll do as I've asked.
Do as you will. As God is my witness, you will not gain anything from me.
The only thing God will witness is your death if you don't skip the pleasantries. You might not budge as easily as expected at first. But this one...
Why, Gabriel, you seem surprised.
Scythe.
I've come to realize that you haven't been honest with me. And that's not good for either of us.
Get to your point.
Always the straight and narrow. How's this for my point? You have been in contact with the princess, and you never make good on your deal to bring her to me. That had best change otherwise.
What have you done to him?
The same thing I'll do to your daughter if you do not do as I say. Thanks to this one, we know she's heading eastward. That's right, you aren't the only one working with me to keep your loved ones safe. And there are many acting as my eyes and ears. I'm sure you'd like to be the first to bring her in.
I truly didn't know. She disguised herself.
You're lucky that I'm giving you a second chance. You will follow the princess and her little company.
But how will I leave without drawing suspicion?
Figure it out. We will be watching what you do next.
As you say. I'll make my way before tomorrow.
Good. I knew I can count on you.